Hey guys, I'm a friendly tree. I made this video so I can talk about using Nina to punish wake up kicks in Tekken 7. By wake up kicks, I'm meaning the moves that the opponent can do from the ground to wake up. The low kick, the mid kick, the recovery kick, or the spring kick. Before we go into those moves, it's quite important to understand the different positions the opponent can be in on the ground. The most common position you'll come across is face up, feet toward. So you'll see that all the time. The next one you'll come across we call face up, feet away. Probably the least common one actually. Now there are two more positions as well. We've got face down, feet toward. And we also have face down, feet away. Now it's important to know about these different positions because, well, you can't do all the wake up options from most of the positions. Face up, feet toward is the only option that you can do the spring kick and the recovery kick from. Every other position, as you see me demonstrating, it'll just come out as a low kick when you set the AI to try and do it. So that means essentially from those three positions, you've only got two different wake up options you have to worry about. By limiting the opponent's options in this way, you can tell that it can make it a lot easier to control the flow of a match and keep up your pressure. Alright, so let's start with talking about face up, feet toward. As I said before, this is the most common position you're going to come across, as if you see with any character when they're knocked down, this is the position that they'll naturally end up in. After a wall hit, after anything really. And as I said before, they can do the mid kick, the low kick, the recovery kick, and the spring kick from here. So how do we punish these? Starting with the mid kick, you see there we can do a 12 frame. If we try and do a 13 frame, it's not going to reach. So in this situation, a 12 frame is your best option. Unfortunately for Nina, at range, this is going to whiff. When it comes to the low kick from this position, the only option Nina really has to do here is an 11 frame while standing forward. If we try a 13 frame, it can be blocked. The recovery kick, like I said, this can only be done from this position, launch punishable. So you can get a 15 frame while standing 2 there. 18 frame doesn't work, so 15 frame is our best option. Once again, you can see, poor Nina, at range, you can't launch, but you can do a 13 frame. And spring attack. Now, this really depends on where the spring attack connects. So if you're close, if the spring attack hits the air, well, if you block it quite high, you can punish with a 16 frame. But if you block it quite low, all you're going to be able to get is a 10 or a 12 frame. So in this situation, you really want to be close to them when they do it. However, I mean, that means you can't avoid the other attacks. The frames here can really be compared to dive kicks, where your block stun is constant, but their recovery varies depending on the height they're at when the move makes contact. You really need to get a feel for it and practice this to know when you can do a launch punish or just get a few jabs. Okay, the next position we'll look at is face up, feet away. So like I said, this is probably the least common position you'll see in the game, especially for Nina. There aren't too many situations where you're going to knock the opponent into this position, and it's more about when you do some kind of setup where you jump over them. So the only options they have here are the get up mid kick and the get up low. And the get up mid kick, as you can see, you've got a 12 frame punish, but the 14 frame there didn't reach. Forward 3 does. So you can do a forward 3 punish. 15 frame doesn't reach, of course. 16 frame will be blocked. So we're looking at 14 frame punish with forward 3. And the low kick. 15 frame is blocked. but the 13 frame, guaranteed. So if they ever do a low kick in this position, you can use a 13 frame while standing punish, a while rising 1, 1+2. But at range again, poor Nina doesn't always reach. Face down, feet toward. So this is one you will encounter a bit more often. So this is, as you would have seen me do earlier, you can achieve this by ending a combo with quarter circle forward 1. The only moves they can do from this are the wake up mid and the wake up low kick. So from the wake up mid, they can block the 16 frame. But the 14 frame, they get hit by. So that's a 14 frame punish there. 15 frame won't reach. 15 frame never reaches, does it? That poor move. And the wake up low. Can we get a launch here? 15 frame while standing works. So while standing 2. The 18 frame won't work though. Still got a launch though. That's good. And with this one, the range, it seems to work. So at any range, you can get a while standing 2 punish from this position. Face down, feet away. Now, as you saw me do before, if you end if you can get a grounded hit with quarter circle forward 2, you force them into this position. So you can't necessarily end a combo with it, but something like a forward 2, it forces them into this grounded state, and you can get a guaranteed quarter circle forward 2, which will combo. So you will see this position go. They can only do wake up mid or wake up low for it. So the wake up mid, you can 16 frame punish. You can 18 frame punish. You can 19 frame punish. This is horribly unsafe. So if you can force the opponent into this position, and you know that they like doing wake up kicks, it's really rewarding for you to punish it. Low, 15 frames straight away. The 18 frame, up forward 2-1 works. And I couldn't get the crouch cancel down back 3+4, 19 frame to work. I've put together a chart to summarize everything that we've gone through in this video. So I've color coded it. So you can see the green options, that's where you get a guaranteed launch. The yellow are where you have a possibility to wall splat or knock down. And the blue are just a standing punish, such as a 12, 10, 11 frame. You can see from this that really the most dangerous position for them to be in is face down, feet away, if they're going to do a get up kick. While the face up, feet toward is the lowest risk of these options. Of course, you could always low crush, you could always sidestep or evade. There are always many other options there. This is just when you block them. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this content. Plenty more videos coming along the way. Please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm happy to discuss more things there. And as I've said before, as long as you're enjoying the content, I'll keep making it. Thanks everyone. Bye.